Good Monday. I'm Kris Foate. This is Monday Morning Jolt. Let's get started. Shirona?
Good morning. Today we have Jerry Lawson. Jerry Lawson and I became Facebook friends because several of my friends recommended him to me and said that he's a very talented writer and he always helps people. So I had to make him a friend on Facebook. Jerry, tell us, what do you do on a daily basis? Like, what kind of things do you cover?
What kind of things do I write?
Yeah, write, or like, what's your occupation? Like, I know you write and help people to write.
Okay, on a daily basis, I'm a writer, and
I write.
Yeah, okay, that's what I do. I have some clients at the moment. I have 3 projects of other people that I'm working on, and that consumes a great deal of my time. And they are all 3 memoir in some sense or other. As it happens at the moment, a couple of those clients are in the local area, but one is in Texas, so it makes life interesting. And besides that, I'm also an essayist, and more recently I have returned to writing fiction, so it consumes me.
What's essayist?
Essayist?
Yeah.
Think of a columnist.
Okay.
Or an opinion writer. I comment on a wide variety of things.
The world as we know it or don't know it.
Yeah. anything that might get my attention on any particular day.
Okay. So you are not only a writer, but you help other writers.
I do.
Write better, or like publish themselves, or
You're a ghostwriter?
various subjects.
Yes, I am a ghostwriter.
Whoa, okay.
And in fact, one project in particular that I'm doing now is I am strictly a ghostwriter. So what that implies, if you saw a movie, you have some idea of what a ghostwriter is, but my name never appears. I'm just this mist in the background.
Okay. So does somebody put their name on it? Or?
Their name, everything about it says it's theirs.
Oh, okay.
But somewhere out there they know that there is a ghostwriter who participated and helped this person
facilitated the project.
Right.
Well, obviously this is Monday Morning Jolt. We want to know how you and your occupation start your Mondays off, and start, if that's your regular work week. Some people, it's not their regular start to their work week. So.
Okay. My work week is in comparison to a regular work week or other people, I suppose you would say it's bizarre, because my work week is kind of ongoing. It's a 7-day-a-week schedule. It varies. The schedule varies, but it's really it's just 7 days a week and repeating. So Monday is kind of the beginning of a week in some sense. So I'm up early, exercise, go through all the morning routine, and try to get to into my studio by as early as I can, because at the moment my wife works a job where she's actually home on Monday until about 10, so that delays things until.
So if the muse strikes, you can't do anything until after 10.
Well, if the muse strikes, I'm gone. But for the most part, I try to accommodate that, and I go around until about 10.
So the thing is, like, Jerry, a lot of people, you can have an appreciation as a writer. They seem to think that this Monday is like a bad day. To me, every day is the same day. What is your opinion on this?
Monday it's just another day. It's the beginning of it's like every day as far as I'm concerned. I get up and I have a certain amount of enthusiasm for, wow, it's a new day, what will I discover today? Kind of attitude, and what can I get done? What will I learn that's new? That's that's how I kind of approach every day. Monday just being one more day.
These days, like a lot of people are writing blogs, some of them are good, some of them are terrible, but as a writer, what kind of advice can you give for the up and coming writers, you know, when they are publishing their work, or, you know, like when they are like trying to write something, what kind of advice can you give, because you are a seasoned veteran in this field?
Okay, I probably have a different opinion from some people.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a blog. It's not someday it'll function. Someday it'll function. I mean, it's jerryonlawson.com, and eventually it's going to be the center of a lot of things. But I don't have. I think it can be useful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it is critical. My advice to you, to a writer, is write. Forget about all this other stuff. If you can use social media in some constructive way to, you know, to enhance what you're doing, then by all means, and that's how I use it. That's what I want to do with it. It's a matter of, you know, kind of exposing yourself to the public and finding an audience.
Sure.
But to get bogged down in that and spend all of your time as you can, you know, you get into Facebook or somewhere and wow, you get lost. I would say, no, you can't, don't do that. Focus on your writing and what you're doing, and these other things, use them as tools, but don't get bogged down in them.
I was thinking of the author of Julia and Julia, because that's how she really started her writing, her successful writing career. So that is good advice, and it exposes you to a different. That's how people are becoming exposed in their work.
What about people who says, like, you know, I like to write, but how do I know if my stuff is good?
Don't worry about it. Just write, and do it for yourself. I mean, that's who you're really trying to please. Whatever you write for yourself, and let things take its own course. I mean, it's just see where it goes. Writing is one of those things that reading obviously helps you, but it's really a hands-on, do it. That's how you learn. You do it. You just keep doing it.
Got a few quick questions.
Okay.
One is, since you're a writer, do you have an adage by which you live? So that's words that anybody else wrote or words that you wrote?
Yeah, there are three, if I can remember them at the moment. One is biblical, God is love, and one is from another writer who I met some years ago, and Carol Bly, and she said, "Never ignore evil." And the third is the quote, infamous quote, famous quote from Hamlet, "To be or not to be," in its extended form. Those three things.
What if you were to have a superpower? What kind of superpower would you have? Like a lot of people like to fly, some people like X-ray vision.
Read minds,
read
time travel.
minds, and if you were to have one, or you're fine.
Feats of strength.
You're already super Jerry.
Write faster.
Right?
At the speed of
At the speed of light.
writing at the speed of light.
Yeah.
Okay. And is there anything that would surprise people to know about you?
Well, I'm sure there are several things that would strike me. I also work with wood. I'm a sculptor of a kind. It's really not sculpture in the sense of not normally, you know, using the tools, but I make mosaics using hardwood scraps.
How do people get hold of you, Jerry?
Well, there is a website.
What's the phone number and, you know, that sort of
Okay,
stuff?
phone number is 415-8283.
That's a 260.
That is 260, yeah, that is my personal communication device called a cell phone. And
Website?
the website is www.lifescapes.net. And email is jerry@lifescapes.net.
All right. So we would like to thank Jerry today for coming, and thank you for listening. This is Monday Morning Jolt. Use it.